Chef Amee Hoge, and I'm here to teach you how to play with food. Now today we're making kid-friendly cheese fondue with two different cheeses. We've got some mozzarella cheese and some cheddar cheese. Now you can use any cheese you want. We're using about half and half of each, which is going to make a nice combination. It's going to be nice and smooth, nice and creamy. So what we're going to do is I've got my assistant here, Alexis. She's going to be helping me create this. Because it's kid-friendly, I'm going to show you that you can totally make this. Any kid can make this, especially with a little supervision because they are at the stove. All right, the other thing is you can also use this cheese sauce when you can add it to macaroni and cheese, make your own macaroni and cheese. It's fabulous. So, Alexis, are you ready?
Yes.
We're going to go ahead and add your butter. We've got 2 tablespoons of butter. Yum, and it's pretty, our pan is nice and preheated. Perfect, I'll take that. Going to go ahead and add some garlic. We're going to get that cooking, swirl it around in there. I know a chef always has to get all the last remains of an ingredient in there. And do a little swirl action. There you go, you want to stir that up. And then what we're going to be doing, we're going to cook that for about 30 seconds. We're going to go ahead and make a roux, which means you're going to add a little flour to the butter, and it's going to make like a thickener, kind of like when you're adding cornstarch. And it's going to make a nice, it's going to help pull in all the pieces of the cheese and the butter and the garlic all together, so it's going to kind of make it cohesive so that it'll make a nice sauce for you. Nice. And basically, since we preheated this pan, it might even be less time. Our garlic is already browning. We don't want it too brown. We want it nice and toasted. Go ahead and why don't you add that flour in here. Okay, sprinkle it around. There we go. Nice. You like to do a lot of cooking at home, don't you?
Yeah.
What's one of your favorite things to make?
Cookies.
Do you have a favorite cookie?
Oatmeal raisin.
Nice, nice. So this kind of really thickens up here, and we're going to cook this down just for a little bit. Okay, so I went ahead and we need a little bit of milk to put in here. So I went ahead and grabbed some milk from the fridge, and I'm just going to pour a little bit of this in here. It's going to bubble up a little bit. Add the whole thing, right? What's another teaspoon? You want to go ahead and stir that up? And again, we're making a roux so that when we add our cheese, it's not going to just be a gooey, cheesy mess. We're going to make it kind of all come together. And this will bubble up a little bit. You'll get rid of that flour flavor. If you don't cook it out long enough, you're not going to get rid of that flour flavor in there. Nice. Well, you want a little paste. Before we had it, it was a little dry, almost, it was too dry actually. And so now what we'll do is we're going to go ahead and add some of our cheese. Okay. This is maybe about a cup and a half, maybe 2 cups of cheese here. And if you feel like your heat is too high, go ahead and turn it down a little bit. You kind of turn down the temperature so it's not as sizzly. Okay. And to loosen it up, that's important. When you make a cheese fondue, it's a Swiss dish actually. And they would actually, I don't know if you've ever done fondue, but you put it in a fondue pot and you have it at the table. That's the traditional way. And you have sticks, long sticks that you can put your bread in. You can put vegetables in. Oh, it's fabulous. Let's do a little bit more milk. Let's add the rest of that. See how it thinned it out, loosened it up a little bit? I was feeling a little squished. Were you feeling a little squished with that? It was tight in there. Okay. Woo! Hey, and if you don't make a little mess, then you're not in the kitchen, right? All right, so I'm going to go ahead and add a little bit more of this cheese right here. This is our cheddar. Maybe not all of it. There's quite a bit of cheese in there already. You want to go ahead and stir? So now you got to stir with conviction, okay? And now sometimes I actually hold it almost like this too. Like hold it closer to the end. That way you get a nice handle on it and you don't flip things around as much. Nice. Oh, yummy. Perfect. And now some of the things you can actually use the fondue with, like I was saying, we're going to pour our cheese in here, but we have some baby tomatoes. You can use chopped up red bell pepper. We've got chopped up carrot sticks, and then we've got some toasted bread. I love, there's a whole wheat Italian that I used. You can use any kind of bread you want. Just cut it up into cubes, and it's helpful to toast it in the oven so that it sticks on your stick and it doesn't fall off right into your cheese mixture. Ooh, that's looking pretty tasty. What do you think?
Yeah.
You just want to dive in, don't you?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so what we're going to do is, here, why don't we put this plate right here, turn off the heat. I'm going to pour a little bit in there. Be careful with it. Oh, yeah. Nice. All right, put it right here. Now here we have our cheesy fondue, nice, hot, creamy. Go ahead and have a sample. Yum, she loves carrots. Thank you, Alexis, for helping me today make this cool cheesy fondue. And I'm Chef Amee, and thank you for letting me teach you how to play with food. You can check me out at chefamee.com, and thanks for watching.